Hi there, today I'm just going to put this card together. Now this is a card from the Crafty Witches. It's a card kit that comes with all your embellishments and toppers and papers, and also your card base too. So I've printed off everything that I needed. So this is a card base, and then you've got your mats and layers here to attach to here. There's a sentiment sheet. I've chosen 2 from there, and then these are the embellishments that I've cut out. Now, of course, if you don't like fussy cutting things out, there's no reason why you still can't purchase this kit, because you can just print the top out and then just use that as it is. I mean, you don't have to waste any ink and print any of these embellishments out here if you're not going to use them. You can just simply use your snapshot tool in Adobe and just highlight the topper and then just print the topper out to save on ink. So I'm just going to pop these out the way. So like I said, this is the base here, and on the base you'll see some black dash lines, and these you need to score. So I'm just going to bring my scoreboard in. So you just need to line that up, and like I said, just score down those dash lines. Now, I printed the base card off into a 300 GSM card, just so that it's nice and thick. So once you've scored them, you then need to fold them down. As like I said, this set here actually makes the easel card. Just fold that over like that. So you can see the colours all on the inside. So if you wanted to, really, you could also put your card back in your printer and print on both sides. Just bend that down. So that's the easel card there. And then just bring in the other elements here. So this is your base layer here that is just going to be attached on the inside there. Okay, so just make sure you're happy with all your borders. Like that. And then this pattern paper here will get matted on to the plain one there. Just bear with me 1 second because my glue has already blocked up. Okay. And that nicely fits on to the other front fold there. Okay, And then this piece here is your stopper. Now I always suggest you pop some foam pads onto this, just so it just gives that a little bit of height, so it can act as a stopper for your card. Now you just need to decide where you want your front fold to sit when it's opened up. So I'm just going to have that up there and then attach the stopper to where that falls. Okay, and then just pop that straight across, and that means that won't go any further. And I'm just going to bring the topper in here. Now before I add this to my card, I am just going to decoupage it. So just using foam pads to do that. Okay. Just need to make sure you're happy when you're lining your decoupage up. So you can see there how it comes. It's got some height to it and some dimension. Now I'm just going to have to cut some smaller bits off for the little hat. And then for the scarf, just put that in the round place. Okay, so there's my topper, and then this is going to be attached to the front fold there. I mean, the placement is up to you. You can have it straight, an angle, it just depends on how you want to design your card. Okay, I've just popped mine at a slight angle there. And then there are some snowflakes here, and then you just embellish them onto your card. So I might just add some foam pad just to a couple of them. Oops. I'm just going to attach 2 of them to the larger snowflakes, just to the centre. There you go. And then I'm going to add 1 to the side there. Now, really, when you are adding your embellishments, you need to consider where they're going to go because your envelope. So you fold this flat and then it'll fit into an envelope. So really, your embellishments don't want to go over the card base. So that just comes to the edge there. And pop in a smaller one there. And then I've got these 2 sentiments. Now one's just going to go on the stopper there, and then I'm going to attach another one just to the top there. So again, I'm going to lay my card flat to make sure that sits within the boundaries of the base card. There we go. So I've chosen festive wishes and then be merry. And I'm just going to add that snowflake to the bottom there. I just need to add a little bit of foam pad there just so it's the same height as the stopper. I mean, you can add as many of these embellishments as you like, or as little as you like. I'm just going to add one up there, because at the end of the day it is your card design. Okay, so there's my 5x5 easel card, and you can see the decoupage there with the cute little penguin and your snowflakes. Now, if your printer doesn't take the thick card to make a nice sturdy base, you can of course use a normal 5x5 card and then just print out the base as it is, and then instead of scoring these black dash lines, you just need to trim them off. So with your 5x5 card, you need to form your easel like you have here. So just fold that to the centre there. And that's the same easel shape as it would be if you printed it off. And then just grab my scissors. So like I said, just trim the dash lines. Well, cut across the dash lines. And then your base will be attached to there. Just make sure it fits. Yeah, I'm just going to trim a little bit more off there. yeah, because it's just giving me a small white border just around the outside. So that can be attached to the normal card base. Like that, and then it's entirely up to you then whether you want to add these to the inside like it is on that card, or like I said, you can just leave them off and then just use them for something else, because then this will fit on the fold there really nicely, and then of course you've got the white section there just to pop your message on. So that you can do if you don't have, if your printer doesn't use the thick card to go through to make the card base nice and sturdy. So you don't have to just use the card base on this kit to make your easel card. I'll just pop that one out of the way. You can also use it, well, you can use the toppers and the papers on other card sizes too. So I have printed more out, another set out, and this time I've cut my sections here. So I'm actually not going to use these two here, so I can save them and use them on something else, but I'm going to use the rest here on a different card design. So here I have an A5 card, and I'm just going to use the toppers and the paper to make a different card shape. So like I said, I've cut these out, I've cut along the dash lines to make my square, and then I'm going to mat and lay these together. Okay, and like I said, instead of using them for an easel card, I'm going to attach them onto this. So if you have any coloured card that matches the colours in this kit, you can do a matte layer underneath first, just so if you wanted a border. But I'm just going to attach these on my card like that. Just need to get that to where I want it. There we go. Get that straight, and then we've got this. I'm just going to attach that onto the side there. Just trying to get the same border on each side. Okay, and then I'm going to add foam pads to this strip. Okay, and I'm going to pop that straight down there, just so it sits nicely in the centre. And And then my topper I'm going to attach to that side. And I'm going to put that onto here. Sticky fingers. That sits nicely in the centre. And then I'm going to decoupage these pieces on. Okay, so this is the first piece. Okay. Just need some smaller pieces. Oops. For the hat and scarf. Okay. The scarf's hiding under there. Just slightly too thick, that piece was. Okay, and then this time I've got two sentiments. I've got Happy Christmas, Enjoy. So I'm going to pop those like that. Sorry, I just need some more foam pads. Put that one there at an angle, and then add that one to the top. And then bring in the snowflakes again. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that one there. Okay, I'm going to put that one on there. Actually, I might just stick a foam pad on there too. And then the last one, yeah, I'm just going to pop down there. Okay, so yeah, so that's the 5x5 easel card, and I've just used it onto an A5 card just to make a different design. So that's that's what you purchase the kit for. Basically, you purchase the kit for a 5x5 easel card. This is the front cover here to show you what you have, and there's also an instruction sheet in there too to tell you how to put this together. But yeah, but like I said, so there's the easel card, which will go down into a nice envelope, and then you can also use the papers and the topper on there to make a different card altogether. Along with, as well in the kit here, you also get the envelope. I've also printed that off, so I'll quickly just pop that together. So these are my 4 pieces that I've cut out, and just need to bring my scoreboard back in. So you have white dash lines on the envelope here, so you just need to line that up and then just score those down. So then you can fold all your pieces. So each one has a white dash line on that you just need to score. Okay, just pop that out of the way. Oops. So this attaches, the larger piece attaches to the bottom there, and then you have the 2 side pieces. So I'm just going to add some red liner tape to each of those. So you just need to line that up with the edge. Okay, and then you just need to add some red liner tape to the sides there. And just fold that down, and there you have a matching envelope. Just pop that in. Yeah, and even with a decoupage that you have on there with a penguin, it all fits in the envelope nicely. So there's my cute penguin Christmas card, and if you like it, then I would go along and go get it downloaded and have a go at making it. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.